guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girlies. So today's video, we're gonna be spilling a little bit of tea. I have been wanting to get a lot of this stuff off my chest for the longest time, and I just have been too scared to say a lot of things, but I'm at the point in my life where I just don't care anymore, so I'm about to low-key go off in this video. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Get your snacks, get your tea ready, because I don't know how long this is gonna be. Might be 30 minutes, might be an hour, but I went on Instagram and had you guys leave me some questions that are related to like the truth about being an influencer. Ask me literally anything. So we're gonna be talking about friendships, relationships, money, sponsorships, flopping. Like, we're gonna talk about everything, and I'm also gonna be venting slash ranting in between a little bit, so excuse that. And also, let me just go ahead and throw out there, I'm not making this video to complain or to sound like a diva or to be like, oh, I'm so ungrateful, like life is so hard, like oh my god, like I'm just going through so much, like life is so shit being an influencer. Like, that is not what this video is about. I'm just here to be open and honest about a lot of stuff. And if there's a moment when I complain about something, please don't take that as me being ungrateful, because trust me, I am very fucking grateful for my platform and for every single one of you that keep coming back to my channel every time I post a video. So if you're new to my channel, you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm a fucking train wreck most of the time, but we're still here trying. I've been doing YouTube since I was around 14, 15 years old. I'm about to be 23 years old, so I've been doing it for almost 10 years. Jeez, it has been a while. But my channel didn't really pop off until I was around 18 years old, and that's when people started really looking at my videos and stuff, because I started posting storytime videos. And when I started posting storytime videos, that's the time when everyone was kind of doing that, so it was kind of like the trend in a way. So that kind of grew my channel quite a bit, and over the years it just kept kind of like growing a little bit here and there. I'm very grateful that you guys are still watching my videos, because a lot of people will post like those kinds of videos like story times, and when they stop posting them, all of a sudden their videos, like their channel just dead, like no one's watching anymore. It goes back to 5,000 views a video type thing. So the fact that you guys are still here sticking around with me, and I'm not over here using other people or clout chasing to get that attention, thank you. Sometimes I wonder why y'all still here. Don't start thinking that though, stay. So I am very grateful to still have my platform this many years later and not be doing those like viral kind of videos anymore. So thank you so much. Like, actually, like dead ass, thank you for coming back to my channel and supporting me. Every time I meet people in person, I'm like, thank you so fucking much for supporting me, because like, you guys don't, like, I can't even sit here and explain without crying how much you guys mean to me, and we're not trying to make my lashes fall off right now. By the way, shop Briella lashes. We're out of stock of most items. We only have like 2 different kinds of lashes available right now. Right now I'm wearing the baddie lashes. I don't think we have any more. We're restocking in like a week and a half to 2 weeks. We're gonna be ready for, what's it called, Black Friday. Link in the description will be there if you're interested or whatever. But anyways, I'm not trying to make my lashes fall off right now, so we're not gonna start crying. Let's just start with the questions. So the first one comes from Kayla, and she asked, does being an influencer affect relationships and who you decide to bring into your life? Yes. And that is so fucking frustrating, because I don't assume that everybody that comes into my life is trying to clout chase, because I don't even think I got that much clout to be trying to be chased after. But like, I don't assume that everyone that's coming into my life is after that. I do think of that at the back of my head sometimes. If I start shaking a little bit, it's because the AC just turned on and it's really fucking cold right now. But when it comes to dating, that's when, and there was another question in there that said, is it harder to date when you're an influencer? So I'll just kind of like tie it in with this one. It's harder when it comes to dating, because once I like start talking, like I'll meet somebody and they won't know who I am, but then when I start talking, like I hide it from them at first. Like I won't say I'm an influencer. I'll just say like, I just do like social media marketing, and they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, it's too much to explain. I'll explain to you one day. And they're like, okay, and they drop it. But then when they see my Instagram and then they start like finding everything out, it starts being like, oh, like I've always wanted to do YouTube. And I'm like, how convenient that like almost every single guy I've talked to has wanted to do YouTube, right? And then they're like, oh, we should make a video. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we're probably not gonna talk after this. And that doesn't, and just because someone wants to make a video with you doesn't mean that they want to like clout chase or whatever, but it's like, can we at least like get to know each other first? Just because there's been too many situations in the past where I thought that people were actually my friend or actually my boyfriend and actually cared about me, and it turned out that all they wanted was my followers. And that is so fucking hurtful, because that has happened at least 5 to 10 times already in the past couple of years. And it gets to the point where you don't even want to try to make new friendships, because you just feel like everybody is probably trying to take advantage of you. I know I'm not Shane Dawson or Jeffree Star, and I don't have that much clout, but apparently I have enough for people to keep taking advantage of me and pretending to give a fuck about me just until they get what they want, and then all of a sudden they switch up on me. It happens a lot. That goes to the topic of my last video actually, because a lot of people were saying that my friend came across as a clout chaser. That was actually like a business interaction where like he was gonna kind of like promote the video a little bit so his followers would see me and then I would promote it, and like vice versa kind of thing. We're not a thing, we're just friends, but I thought it'd be like kind of cute or whatever to do, like, because that's how we actually started. We started off as each other's crushes, but then it like just turned into like friendship after that, if I'm gonna be real with you guys. So he's like, okay, just put crush or whatever, and I was like, okay, sure. Because at the end of the day, it was true at one point, but now we're just friends. When people kind of went off on somebody that is just like my friend and like hasn't like tried to be clout chasing or anything, he's not over here like trying to put me all over Snapchat or all over Instagram like, yo, I'm with that Simply Nessa, which I have been with people that are like that, and it's very, very obnoxious when I'm over here eating and they're over here putting the camera in my face like, oh, how's it taste? That's Simply Nessa. Like, my name is Vanessa Martinez. Especially it's like when people you don't even know that well and they're over here doing shit like that. But my point is that he doesn't do things like that, and it's crazy how so many people were like, clout chaser, clout chaser, clout chaser. But the reason why you guys reacted like that is because why? Because of my past and how so many people keep clout chasing off of me and keep being not genuine people and genuine friends and all of that. So thank you guys, like actually fucking thank you. I wish I could hug all of you that like watched that video. Like, thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely hard to bring people into my life just because you never know what people's intentions are, and I always want to believe that people have good intentions, and every single time I think that they have good intentions, I'm always let down. But maybe I just don't know how to pick friends. Who knows? Hi, Maria asked, how does it feel to have a bunch of people watching you? It doesn't feel weird at all. I don't know why. Most people would be like, this is so strange. Like when my channel started growing, I was excited. I wasn't scared like, oh my god, like all these people are watching me. It was more so like I'm excited, like, yay, like people can. They want to hear what I have to say, because it feels like no one wants to hear what I have to say. So it's not weird at all. It actually feels good to know that people are listening, if I'm gonna be honest. AJ Bubbly asked 2 questions. Does being an influencer take a toll on your mental health? And do people get rude if you say you don't want to take a picture with them? So first of all, I never reject photos from people, even if I look busted, y'all. Okay, these 3 girls were standing outside of the bathroom at the airport like a couple of weeks ago. Where was I coming from? I think I was flying back in, or no, I was flying out to LA. Yeah, I was flying out to LA, yeah. And I went to the bathroom and they were waiting out there, and I literally knew that I had all this food and shit in my teeth, and I'm still in my picture. Like, bitch, I knew I looked busted. I was post-mental breakdown. Like, I will still put a fucking smile on my face and give somebody the time of day, because at the end of the day, they took their time out of their day to watch me and support me online. So there's not, I would actually be like the last person to board a plane if that meant taking an extra couple of minutes to talk to someone. I remember how annoyed one of my exes got when I went to France a couple years ago. This girl was like, hey, like, Nessa, I'm outside your hotel. Can you come and talk to me? Like, I've been out here for a while. And I was like, oh shit, like, sure. So I went down there and I was like, hey boo, like, I'm gonna like talk to these girls for a little bit. Like, can you just like wait over there or whatever? And he's like, yeah, sure. Our conversation, I'm over here thinking it'd be like 5 minutes. We were standing there for 45 minutes, and keep in mind, it was also low-key like sprinkling raining a little bit. Lovely experience, lovely girls to talk to, absolutely loved speaking with them. But it's like, I will take the time out of my day to take a picture with you, to talk with you, because you're a human just like me. I'm not viewing you as just like another little person that like follows me, you know? Like, oh my god. Ugh, this shit pissed me off when I saw it yesterday. Those, what are they, the Dobrev brothers? I don't even fucking know who they are. Didn't they do that? If you want a burger, eat a burger. If you want a french fry, like they were like musers or something, or was it Vine? I don't know. But that video of them on Twitter of like, they had like their own tour and they had no emotion. Girls are over here taking photos with them and they're just like, didn't say a word to them. Girl comes next, sits there. Next. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, genuinely, I wish I could sit in front of these 2 guys and be like, who do you, there was 4 of them. I don't know who the other 2 were. They're friends, obviously. But like, who the fuck do you actually think you are? Mr. 5'3.5". Like, who do you actually think you are that like you're going to act like you're better than other people and you're not going to even look at them. These people spend $30 to $150 because that's what tours usually are. They spent $30 to $150. That could have even been the VIP experience. Imagine the VIP experience at that show was probably so shit. If I was a parent and I took my kid and I saw my kid get treated like that, I'd be like, you're not supporting this person anymore. You're not watching their fucking YouTube videos. And I hope people that went to those shows and saw that shit know who they're really supporting. I don't give a fuck if you're hungover or if you're drunk or if you did something the night before. You knew that you had a show. You knew that you're on tour. You knew that you're supposed to act a certain way. You need to get enough sleep so you could be awake. There was a time when I was at Playlist, y'all, I got lit as fuck. Like, your girl shot. Like, I got fucking drunk the night before my meetup. And I forgot, for a second, I forgot that I had a meetup. But you know what? I'm over here puking in the fucking bathroom or backstage, like crying, like, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? I need to like get myself together. What did I do? I fucking pulled myself together and I went the fuck out there and hey guys, hey everyone, hi, like, what's your name? Nice to meet you. People were like, Vanessa, you look a little sick. I'm like, I am a little sick, but it's okay. You have to fucking pull yourself together. So it's like, there's no excuses to be a fucking dick. Watch them come after me or all their little fans. But at the end of the day, they don't care about you. So why are you coming after me for them? Kira asked, do you make six figures? LMAO, love you. Six figures meaning above $100,000 a year? Yes, I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I can't say exactly how much I make because that's illegal according to Google AdSense, which I think is so stupid. But yes, I do make six figures a year from being an influencer. I'm not a millionaire, don't get me wrong. We don't have $1 million in the bank. We will one day, but wait, did I even answer that does being an influencer take a toll on your mental health part? Yes, it does take a toll on your mental health. That's why sometimes I have to take like a few breaks off just because like I actually have like Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter in a folder at the back of my phone just so I could avoid going to it as much because there was a point where I would literally be on there all the time, constantly checking likes, looking at insights, looking at engagement numbers and all that, and then looking at other influencers and then comparing myself. And I'm like, why am I doing that to myself? Like, a lot of influencers do that, I'm sure. They look at their numbers and they look at someone else and they're like, what am I doing wrong? Why don't I get that many views? And I got in that position. Like, I would look at people that I started doing YouTube at the same time around and I'm like, look at them over here thriving. But at the same time, it's like, what did they do to have to get there? I don't know. Sometimes it's a little like it's a little frustrating when you're like, damn, I could have been in that position if I would have done things differently, if I would have this, or if I would have talked to this person, or if I would have that. But it's like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And you just got to keep pushing. You can't compare yourself to other people. And I'm sure a lot of influencers are like feeling what I'm saying right now. It's just like, how do some people have so many scandals and do so much like bad shit and they're still like, but yeah, that's the way it takes a toll on your mental health, because you start comparing yourself and you start feeling like you're not good enough and you feel like no one cares and you feel like, why don't people care? Is it because I'm not worth it? Am I not shit? Like, am I like stuff like that, you know? Simply Kamari asked, if you could give any advice to an upcoming YouTuber, what would it be? Stay genuine and stay yourself. Who gives a fuck if your videos aren't getting 1 million views each, or 700K, 500K, 300K each, even if you're not even getting 100K each. If you are happy with doing YouTube and it is something that you enjoy doing, then keep doing it and don't compare yourself to other people or your growth to other people, because everybody has their journey. Nicole asked, what was it like in high school having a channel? It did not affect my life in any way because I didn't really have that many subscribers. So it's not like people were like, oh my gosh, like you have so many like subscribers, like whoa, like it wasn't anything like that. If anything, one of my friends actually exposed my channel. She told everyone like, oh my God, have you guys seen Vanessa's new e.l.f. Review video? And I was like, why would you tell people that? Like, now they're gonna go and look at my YouTube channel. But it didn't really like actually change anything. I think if I was in high school and then I like gained 1 million subscribers while in high school, that probably would have like changed a couple of things, but I don't actually think it would have made that big of a difference. It's Domicats asked, is it stressful? Is it worth the time? Do you ever feel like giving up? Yes, it's worth the time. It's semi-stressful. It's only stressful in the way of like, I get creator's block, where it's like, I don't really know what to post anymore because I feel like I've posted like 1,500 videos at this point. So it's like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck to post anymore because I feel like I posted so much. and all I want to post is like music stuff, but every time I try to post a cover, I've tried to post covers several times in the past few months, you guys, and they've been copyrighted and removed the second I try to upload them, so you guys never even get to see them. So that's what makes it a little stressful. And then when I don't know what to post instead of like that stuff, it's like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Is it worth the time? It is definitely worth the time and the effort, and that's just with anything that you do in life. If there's something you enjoy or a goal that you're going after, it's gonna be worth it once you reach that goal, no matter how hard it was, you know? Do I ever feel like giving up? There have been times where I've wanted to just like close my channel and quit completely, and it's never been about like numbers. It's never been about like, oh, this person's channel's doing better than mine, like why am I not like that? Fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. It's never been about numbers. It's been about like, I don't know what to do. Will asked, are a lot of influencers stuck up? Yes, a lot of influencers are stuck up. Sorry to say it and hurt the influencer's image, but like, yes, a lot of influencers are fucking stuck up. Yes, there's a lot of them that are very nice and very kind that I've come across, but there are a lot of stuck up influencers, and it's crazy how they start getting stuck up after 100K followers. They will act as if 100K is leverage of 10 million soldiers behind them for some reason, and they think that they own the world and they're better than other people. So yes, there are a lot of stuck up influencers, and there's a lot of them that are a lot of your faves that come across as sweet and innocent online, and then you meet them in person and it's like, wow. Random Post asked, do you like being an influencer? I do like being an influencer. It's fun. It has its perks. DHD Bunny said, what was the shadiest brand deal, if any, that you ever had? Shadiest brand deal. So I don't think I've ever done a shady brand deal, because I actually reject a lot of brand deals if I'm not comfortable with it. If I'm like, okay, like Savage Times Fenty, for example, they reached out and they're like, hey, would you like to do a lingerie haul? And I said no, just because I don't want to be on the internet with my nipples out through a little lace bra. I don't care to even put pasties and still have that on the internet, because at the end of the day, I know who's watching those videos and I know what they're doing with those videos. And this isn't an OnlyFans account. So like, I've turned down brand deals that I haven't been like super comfortable with, but I haven't necessarily come across like a shady one. I mean, one time I got reached out to by a hair company that was like, hi, like and they actually sent this out to like a bunch of people. It was like I got CC'd in like a long list of other influencers. And literally they were saying like, we're looking for light skin influencers. If you have darker complexion, don't respond to this email. We only want lighter skin influencers to promote. What the fuck? I actually remember when this email came in. I think I was live on Instagram or live on YouTube when it happened, so some of you may remember that. But literally I was like, what the fuck, did they really just email that? Like, Natalie asked, are y'all friends with regular people, or do you just hang out with all influencers, no regular folk? Remember, everyone, influencers are regular folk. I don't understand how they like get this complex where they can't hang out with anybody all of a sudden. Like, I understand the whole like part of feeling like people might take your try to be taking your clout or clout chasing. I understand that aspect of it, but like, not everybody's into social media like that. I've met a handful of people that are like, cool, you do it, but like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this over here. So like, anyways, you know. But yeah, there are some people that will definitely like see that you have followers and try to, you know, be like, oh my god, let's take a picture together and let me put you on my story, like tag me in that. Did you tag me? Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback. Most of my friends have regular jobs, 9 to 5s, and by most of them I only have like under 5 friends. I have like 1 friend and they have a 9 to 5. Like, everyone that I'm close to personally works an actual job, and shit, I'm about to get one myself because I have too much time. Thoughts on cancel culture? Y'all are canceling the wrong people most of the time. Odiosa asked, what do you get from YouTube when you reach 1,000 subscribers? You don't reach anything, or you don't get anything when you reach 1,000 subscribers. They give you a plaque at 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, and you get a briefcase with like a ruby or something in it at like 50 million. But PewDiePie is the one that has that, right? Yeah, you don't even get a pat on the back. YouTube doesn't really care about you until you reach around like, I don't want to say YouTube doesn't care about you, But like networks and managers and stuff, like you can have 100K, 200K, and they'll like get you little brand deals and stuff, but they don't really actually give a fuck about you until you reach 1 million subscribers, because those are the people that are making them the most money. Because like people with 10 million subscribers can get paid $50,000, $100,000 for a sponsorship. I know that's fucking crazy, right? Somebody's whole year salary just like that in one video. But these people would get paid $50,000 and $100,000 for a sponsorship, so they rather work with those people that are going to be making them all of that money versus someone that might make them $700, you know? So YouTube doesn't really care until you're making them a good chunk of change. How do some influencers make so much money? So I've actually seen some influencers that don't have that many followers, but they've managed to like really secure themselves financially. And that's because not only are they doing YouTube, but they're also doing a bunch of like affiliates, which means like they're working with companies to like get links and stuff so people go purchase through them, and then they get commission from that. People are starting merch shops, they're doing little knick-knack stores, they're doing, you know, businesses. Like that's how people are making the most money from it, sponsorships and stuff. Elise asked, does the word fan make you uncomfortable? Because I know you say girlies, which I love, by the way. Yes, the word fan does make me uncomfortable. I don't know why it does. It just does. Like, I don't view you guys as like, oh my god, my biggest fans. Like, ew. Like, that just sounds so gross. Like, what do you mean fans, bitch? The only Nana asked, do your managers control you? Not mine. Mine don't. Mine just like, I just have the managers for the purpose of like taking care of like legal stuff and like sponsorships and brand deals and all of that. But I don't have anyone that's telling me like, you have to do this right now, you have to do this, you have to wear this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Like, I didn't sign no 360 deal with a manager. Hannah X Eliza said, I feel like y'all have wild real life stories about with celebrities that y'all can't talk about. Yes. I do. I have a story that I really want to fucking tell, but this person is very, very, very huge in the music industry that I know if I tell this story, it's gonna literally blow up and go fucking everywhere, but like, it's not worth it. Marine asked, is there anything you miss about having a quote-unquote regular job? Yes, I miss the like social part of it, because like when you're an influencer, you're just doing it by yourself at home. I know there's some people like that have like vlog squads and groups and stuff, but like if that's not the case, then like you're just doing everything yourself. And when you have an actual job, a regular job, and you're out working, you have associates, you have colleagues, you have people that you're like talking to and you see every single day. So I definitely miss that, like, because I know I've been a little bit of a recluse as of recently, but like I'm actually a social person. Like I could just talk and talk and talk. When people talk to me, they're so comfortable apparently. And like, I don't know, I like talking to people. I like getting deep with people and just having really good conversation. And when you're not, I'm not saying it's like that forces you to be around people, but it also forces you to be around other people and to make relationships with other people and stuff. And when I had like my old job, I had a ton of friends and stuff because we all worked together. We saw each other every single day and we would hang out and stuff outside of work or after work or before and stuff, but that like kind of went away. So I don't really know any influencers here in Arizona either that I could like hang out with and like actually get along with. Like if you guys know any people that are out here that you think I'd vibe with, and like drop them below and I will DM them and try to reach out. Lauren said, at what point do you think influencers lose their happiness and passion for doing YouTube? I think people lose their passion when it just becomes repetitive, I guess. Like when it just becomes about the money. Because there's a lot of people that like, they start off very genuine and like they love what they do, but then at a certain point it just becomes like, what can I do to get further ahead financially? How can I get more money? How can I be richer? How can I keep up with this person and get this car and do that? And then they kind of lose themselves in it. And I feel like they just kind of like lose interest at that point because it just becomes financial. It's not so much of I'm enjoying what I'm doing anymore. It becomes an actual job. I feel like I've definitely been in the position where I've lost my like passion, but then I like reignite it and I find it again, and then I'll lose it and then maybe I'll find it again type thing. But that's just, I think that's just with life though, like other things that I'm dealing with in life where I'm like, I'm trying to handle these things but also balance my YouTube channel, because being an influencer is like, you can be relevant one day and be super irrelevant the next and no one gives a fuck about you anymore if you're not constantly posting pictures, you're not in drama, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. So it definitely, it's not hard, but it's not easy. I don't know. Does the fact people have an opinion on anything you do ever want you to stop YouTube? No, I mean, there's been times where people would like say opinions and say things and I'm like, you don't even know, like, if y'all really actually knew, like, type thing, that I would get like a little upset. But I've never been like, oh, like these people's opinions are making me want to just like quit altogether. So a guy named Matt is kind of going off in the responses right now. He's like, y'all love to act humble just to be relatable. Y'all do change once you get a high following. Why do you call people who watch your videos fans? Stop using the word you, Matt, because I don't call my subscribers fans. I call them my girlies. Before that, we were the Franco fam. No, before the girlies, we were the Rat Pack, and then before that, we were the Franco fam. So I've never been like, I love my fans, like, so you must be commenting on the wrong bitch's comments. But why do other people do that? I don't know, ask them. Y'all do change once you get a high following. Y'all love to act humble just to be relatable. No, I'm actually a pretty humble fucking person. It's not a fucking act, and I'm sorry you feel that way. Yes, there are some influencers that have like $5 million in their bank account and they try to pretend to be humble and be like, oh my god, like I'm eating McDonald's today. Like, oh my god, you guys are eating McDonald's. And it's like, okay, and so do millions of people every single fucking day. Or like the fucking Ace family when they were like, oh my god, you guys, we're working right now. Like, we're at a job. Like, we're taking orders. Like, okay, good for you. Like, way to rub it in the face of millions of people that work fast food or work retail or work actual fucking jobs. Like, oh my god, you guys, I'm working right now. Okay, Catherine. Yes, there are a lot of people that change once they get a huge following because they get caught up. That's why you see some influencers, they start off in a little apartment and then a couple years later they're driving Lamborghinis and, you know, they're only wearing designer and they're only hanging out with celebrities. Ange asked, is it hard for you to really figure out what you want to do in your life, or do you ever feel stuck? I know what I want to do in my life. I know I want to pursue music, and that's why I'm going to give myself the next like 3 to 5 years to really like focus on that. And if that doesn't end up working out, then at the end of the day, I will just continue my business or I will go back to school, because I'm not one of these people with so much pride that they think they can't get a regular job again, or they don't think that they can't go to school and do something with themselves. So I have like 3 other plans if like YouTube drops or whatever and then music doesn't work. Like, I have like a few other like options, you know? Are sponsorships the main/only way YouTubers make money? Love you, girl. Love you too, Marina. I don't know. I don't know everybody's situation. There are some YouTubers that they post videos and they'll get 200K views a video, but they get limited ads or they get demonetized completely because of their content or because of YouTube just decided to flag their channel. Because there's some people that like their channels didn't deserve to get flagged, but they did, and now they don't make any money, so they have to rely on sponsorships. And that's why a lot of people make Patreons, OnlyFans, private snaps and stuff, because they need to bring like a little bit more, you know, income. Obviously there's some people that are like, that's just what they want to do, like that's their job. But yeah, some influencers have to start like adding other little things when like the AdSense isn't really like doing it. So a few people have asked like, how do you feel about getting noticed in public? Do you feel overwhelmed? Like, does it make you uncomfortable? Like, do you feel like people are always staring at you type thing? I think just having my own personal insecurities makes me think that people are always staring at me. I don't think it's so much of like, because I'm an influencer. I think it's just like, bro, like, I have certain things that I'm insecure about that I'm like, maybe people are noticing that, they're talking about that, like, are people whispering when I'm walking in? Like, sometimes I'll admit I have moments where I walk in somewhere and like 5 people will stare at me for 2 seconds too longer, and I'm like, am I that ugly? Like, it's not even like I walk into a room and I'm like, oh my god, like, stop, like, oh no, I don't get overwhelmed about like getting noticed in public, because it's not like I'm walking around and getting stopped every 5 seconds. I'm not that big of a creator. This is a very good fucking question. Why do some influencers act younger than their age? That is such a good question, and I wonder that too sometimes. I actually wonder that. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, why do like 28-year-old influencers find it appropriate to hang out with 16-year-olds and then also act like they're also 16? Like, sir, you're almost 30. And then like older influencers acting like they're in their early 20s. It's like, bro, you have like 4 kids, like you're like 45. Like, why are you acting like you're 22 and you're running around because your balls just dropped? Like, why? Like, I don't understand that. Or even with females, it's the same with female influencers. Like, you were 23 years old. Stop hanging out with 16, 17-year-old influencers. That's a little fucking creepy. They are still children at the end of the day. They are minors. I know how I was at 17, and I know at 17 I'd have no business hanging out with 23-year-olds. But the thing is, it's with LA. LA's weird. Like, I've gone to parties where there would be 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, but also like a couple 14-year-olds. And I'm like, why the fuck are they here? Go home. And they're like, oh, they're just always here. And I'm like, who are they? Like, oh, that kid has 2 million followers, so his mom just doesn't care, just lets him do whatever. And I'm like, but who let him in? So it's like, it's weird. Like, the whole age thing about social media is so weird. Like, any influencers, like, can you guys comment on this video? Like, what is your opinion on that? Like, why are they like that? Like, that's just weird to me. Because I've been reached out to like by people that are younger than me, and I'm just like, baby, no, I'm sorry, I'm too old to be your friend. Like, I could be like a big sister to you and give you advice and talk to you if you need stuff like that, but like, we're not gonna go to the movies and hang out. You're fucking 16 years old. That's weird. They'll be 32 acting like they're fucking 16. Like, oh my god, you guys slime. Like, you are 34. Sorry. How much money do you get for one video? If you get 100K views or 1 million? That's actually something I can't answer because it's different. It fluctuates every single time. You can get 1 million views on a video and make $100. You could get 1 million views on a video and make $10,000 somehow. You can get 100K views on a video and make $1,000. You can get 100K views and get 30 bucks. It literally just changes, or it just matters with like your CPM, the algorithm that day, what's like switching, like how many ads you put in the video. It literally changes. So I can't give you like an exact number. How long does it take to get paid from sponsorships? Miss Olivia Cara was actually tweeting about this yesterday, I saw, and a couple influencers were like also like responding underneath it in the thread. And they were all like, it's bullshit. Cause it actually, like, sometimes you'll get a sponsorship like August 1st and they're like, okay, we'll pay you October 25th. And you're like, I have bills now. And then they're over here like, you have to get the video done now. You have to post this day and this time, blah, blah, blah. But then they're like, we're gonna take 45 days to 60 days to pay you though. And it's like, okay, why don't you have the money now? So it just depends. There's been times where like I posted a video and they pay me immediately, or they pay me before the video, or half before, half after, or 30 days after, or 45 days after. Sonia asks, what do you hate the most about being an influencer and what do you love the most about it? What I love the most about it is that I can log in and just like feel the love. Like, I actually feel the love from you guys. So whenever I meet you guys in person, I'm all fucking cheesy all the time. Like, I'm always so cheesy, and sometimes I even cry when I meet you guys. It just depends on what day you catch me on. But like, I'm not gonna start crying now. Like, I actually do really appreciate you guys. Like, you guys are there for me. I love it. Like, I don't have many people there for me in real life, and I know that sounds like it's just the reality of my life. So it feels good to have a community and a family online. And when I meet you guys, it's so special to me. How fast did you start making money, like enough to live comfortably? Like I said, I started doing YouTube at like 14, 15. So it took about 3 to 4 years for me to start making money. When I started making money, however, I didn't just quit my job all of a sudden. I still was working for at least a good like, because even at 30,000 subscribers, I still had a job. For 50,000, I still had a job, which is crazy because people be quitting their jobs once they hit like 10K, and I'm like, where do you think you're going? I think when I hit 1 million subscribers is when I quit my job officially. Because that's when I was starting to make like enough money to pay my bills and live comfortably, I guess you could say, and still have like my savings starting to build up and stuff. So yeah, it probably took about until I got to like 1 million subscribers for me to quit. Do you make enough to cover living expenses and save for the future in case no more YouTube? Yes, I saved enough to where like I'll be comfortable for at least a few years in case like I don't do anything. Which if you're someone that's trying to do YouTube, or if you are a YouTuber, save your fucking money. All these little purses and knickknacks that you're buying are not worth it, and they are not going to make you financially secure in the future. And if you think like, oh, I could just sell it on Poshmark or something in the future, who said anyone wants your raggedy Gucci sweatpants that smell like booty? So just be smart with what you're investing your money in. And the last one that I'm gonna answer is, what's the most fucked up thing you witnessed as an influencer? I witnessed an influencer attack a fan, bitch! So basically, we just all finished eating at IHOP. It was a group of maybe like 6 of us. It was like Denzel, maybe James, I don't know, like Nick Fleetwood, Andrew Fontanon, I think that's his last name, and like just like I think was Steven there? I don't know. It was just a bunch of like random people that I was with, and one influencer that was not in our group but like was also there at IHOP, because there was a bunch of people eating there. There's people that went to the event, people that obviously were just there because Disneyland is down the street. This influencer that does Instagram, and at the time, you guys remember YouNow was popping. I don't even know if people use YouNow anymore, but like YouNow was popping at the time, so that's like where he had his fan base from. Remember there was a group of kids outside because there was a bunch of influencers inside, and I guess they were waiting till people finished eating so they could come outside and take pictures with them. But there was a group of people outside, and I guess like he said something to one of the like people that were out there, and they responded. He literally picked that person up and threw them in a bush and started like punching them. Like literally a fucking like 16, 17-year-old boy was getting like beat on by like an adult, and the police came. Like I'm pretty sure, yeah, he got arrested. So that was very interesting to watch. So we're gonna go ahead and stop here. As you guys can see, I will literally talk about anything. So if you guys want me to make a part 2 of this video, I will gladly do it. Just leave questions below. So that's it for this video. I hope I answered like what it's really like to kind of be an influencer in a way. Obviously, there's still other things that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna do that in another video. Being an influencer has its perks and it has its cons, you know? But at the end of the day, I definitely am very grateful for my platform, and I think I don't regret any of it. I don't regret being an influencer. The only thing I do regret about my journey of being an influencer is leaving school. I wish I would have just continued and just finished. I'm not sure exactly why I stopped. I think I stopped because I moved to LA actually. I wish I would have just took online classes and got my fucking degree so I could have something to like fully fall back on, which I have no issue going back to school. I still have those credits, so like all I have to do is take a couple of classes and I'm literally like set. But it's like, do I still want to be a doctor today? Do I still want to be a nurse? Do I still want to do all of that? I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't have so much pride to where I'm not gonna like do what I have to do, because at the end of the day, I'm an adult and I have to take care of myself. I can't rely on my parents or rely on anybody else to take care of me. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I love you guys. I just dropped a new song called Obsessed if you guys want to go and listen to it. The lyric video will be out whenever it's done. I'm waiting on that. And then the music video will be dropping either on Halloween, the day before, or the day after. But I'm trying to aim for Halloween for the music video to drop. So yeah, my new song Obsessed is out, or go listen to my song Meditate or my song Bet, because my new song Social Suicide is coming out very soon as well. So I'm so excited for you guys to hear that, because that song literally represents my fucking soul right now. Also, make sure you guys go and follow me on Instagram at simplynessa15. But that's literally it, and I will see you guys all in my next video. I love you and thank you for being so fucking amazing and being amazing supporters, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye!